One of the most common misconceptions about Dragon Ball is the idea that Gohan was meant to replace Goku as the main character after the Cell Saga, but that Toriyama decided to undo that decision due to fan backlash. This is not true, and here's why. In Dragon Ball's first ever character poll, published during chapter 411, Gohan ranked at number 1 in votes. Right behind him is Goku. This is especially noteworthy because most of the time, the person ranking number 1 in these polls is the main character, or his rival. Gohan was neither. He was a secondary protagonist to his father and had never been positioned as a rival character unlike Vegeta or Piccolo had. Like I said earlier, this was all published during chapter 411, right in the middle of Gohan's fight with Perfect Cell. By all accounts, Gohan was a very popular character who was incredibly well received by the fans. To this day, I don't think I've ever seen any criticism of Gohan's character or writing pre-Boo. Even if Gohan was unpopular, I think if Toriyama wanted, he would have still pushed for him as a main character. This is, after all, the same author who was given heaps of fan mail begging him to not kill off Vegeta, only for him to kill him off on purpose. If you pay attention to how the Saiyan saga to the Cell arc was structured and written, you can see how Toriyama was trying to gradually transition Gohan as the main character, from making him the viewpoint character during the Saiyan and Frieza saga, to the surprising amount of absence Goku has in these arcs, to how we see his development firsthand and watch him grow as a fighter, the same way we saw Goku when he was Gohan's age. He carefully planned all of this out to create a new main character that would take over the series after its previous lead had been written off. So, why did he undo all of it? In Dragon Ball Daizenshuu 2, Toriyama was asked about Gohan taking over as the lead in Dragon Ball, to which Toriyama responded with, "I intended to put Gohan into the leading role. It didn't work out. I felt that compared to Goku, he was ultimately not suited for the part." So there you go. Toriyama wanted to make Gohan the main character, but felt that he wasn't fitted to, and so decided to make Goku the lead again. Now, why did he feel that way? I can offer a hypothetical reason. If you read the first 10 or so chapters of the Buu saga, or just watch the second opening to the Dragon Ball Z anime, you get a glimpse into what a Dragon Ball with Gohan as its lead would be. A high school slice of life series where Gohan moonlights as a superhero to fight crime. Now, if we're being honest, that sounds pretty cool. But Toriyama probably realized that this wasn't what people expected a Dragon Ball series with Gohan as its lead to be. It was neither the fun, lighthearted adventure of the first half of the series, nor was it the thrilling, action-focused, emotional roller coaster that the second half was. Even though he wasn't nearly as pestered by his editors as the last arc, Toriyama made the decision on his own, most likely to avert any potential backlash that this drastic change in tone and structure would have had if it kept going. Toriyama has admitted to writing things as he went along, which there's nothing wrong with. Plenty of writers do that and are still incredibly successful. So the decision to demote Gohan and return to the series' tone back to what it was during the Cell saga was likely done at the moment, starting with the retcon that Gohan had gone weaker since the time skip between the Cell saga and the 7-year gap. It's a retcon because in Vegeta's first appearance in the time skip, the first thing he does is to not tell Gohan that he's gone weaker, but to admonish him to keep training even when it's peaceful. And if we want to go full Dragon Ball theorizing, then it's possible that the original plans for the 25th Tenkaichi Budokai arc was to be structured similarly to the 23rd, as a transitional arc to the series, with the finals possibly being Goku vs. Gohan and an official passing of the torch fight from father to son, with Goku likely transitioning into a supporting character who would offer advice to Gohan from the other world. The arrival of the Supreme Kai was what likely put an end to that idea. One last thing. For Dragon Ball Superhero, all I ask is that if you guys plan on giving Gohan a substantial role in this, give the man a rival. It's been over 20 years and he still hasn't had one yet.